when you hopped up on a scene at that time, there was a breath of fresh air within the hip hop. The backpack era,
it was
really going south.
The whole underground indie era.
Versus, you know what I'm saying, versus the Def Jam era with DMX, Ja, and Jay and all that. You know what I'm saying? Came with SNL.
It was coexisting though, in its own odd way though. It was somewhat coexisting, but the indie era definitely was full blossom.
It blew up.
Oh. Yeah, we had this shit on deck for a while, and then we just redid the drums and flipped a few other things to it.
Yeah, I was real talk. When I listened to this album, it's like, yo, man.
Wow,
this
man,
is like, it's and I tell her how it is, you know what I'm saying? It's very different, like, you know what I'm saying? This isn't.
It's just me, man. I jumped into it like the same kid.
It's very compelling. Like, a lot of people are not gonna be like ready for this. Like, they're not.
I just feel like, look, but if you from where we from and you met me on the bus or something like that, like how you would expect to meet me, I feel like this is what you would expect to hear.
On to the next one.
On to the next.
What brings us to the main question?
This is fun. I've been waiting for this too.
The album called Life.
Oof.
I gave it a listen, and I was just like, this isn't Rhode Island music right here. This isn't natural hip hop right here.
Nah.
This I really thought in my mind, this was like a Langston Hughes book.
Thank you.
That I was listening to.
You getting this?
Honestly.
This is wild.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
If a lot of people know where I'm going with this, and I'm not trying to get too technical with you and go too far left, but if you know Langston Hughes is a serious author. You know what I'm saying? He's wrote some serious book in his days.
Wow. Man.
So if you're a book reader, I'm not too much of a book reader, but I do know authors. I know directors. You gotta know these things because you gotta know who you're chasing.
Langston Hughes. Oof.
So when I listened to this album, I went through it track for track just so I know what I was dealing with. I'm just like, yo, this dude is straight writing, you know, straight storytelling almost in just every other song. And it's not like the same story, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you put the red Clay-Doh with the green Clay-Doh and added the yellow on it, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, this is my Clay-Doh. There's no color to it.
But my shoes it was openly available for anybody to jump in my shoes at the same time on the album. Like, my shoes wasn't filled with my feet. You know what I mean? I had one shoe on, one shoe off. Like, hey, you're able to walk this. Because it's life. Like I was saying before, I was doing another interview and I was saying, you know, it's life. Like, even though it came from my perspective, it's still life. It's something that we all relate to no matter what. We all. Whether you're a bum on the street or you're the richest man, we all have to breathe oxygen. We all live life.
And that's what I respect the most out of it, because you gave your side of life like it was supposed to be told, you know what I'm saying?
And you know, another thing, like, I wasn't aiming trying to like make a great or a classic hip hop album. I was just trying to make good music. That's one thing I feel like, especially in this genre in our culture, people always concerned about who's the rawest lyricist, this, that, the third. When your aim should be just good music. Like, if you make good music, people are gonna tap into it. You know, I'm not one for Nelly, but if Nelly makes a good song, it's a good song. You know what I'm saying? And that's just bottom line. You know what I mean?
Respect the music.
Exactly. It's melody, it's rhythm. You gotta hear everything sonically. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just for the listener. It was also for people that make the music too. Cause sonically, you ain't hear things on the album that a regular Jahpan fan won't. You're gonna be like, wow, I heard him freak, Mechalek freak this and the average listener might not get that. So, you know, it bounces around, it shares. Now I'm called Life, go get that. iTunes right now, Amazon, Rhapsody, everything. Every major internet distribution company, it's there, just waiting. You can buy the single song, you could illegally just go ahead, go get it.
When we come back, I'm gonna ask you that question, then we're gonna roll out.
Yeah.
Now I'm over here even deciding what song to play, and I'm just like,
the world is yours, man.
Can I play this one? Nah, I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna play Take a Ride. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I'm gonna play Take a Ride because it's kind of like an introduction to what this album is really all about and what goes through the mind of Jahpan. You know what I'm saying?
RoadLikeThis.com. Shout out to Rhode Island. I love you officially and always will be the Prince of Pride. Rest in peace, Richie Rags. Yeah, Rhode Island, an album called Life. Mechalek, Glow in the Dark Records. Ow.
Let's get into it, y'all. Jahpan in the background. 88
Shout out Hip
Inside
Hop Official.
Live.
Yes.
Hey.